Yesterday, I did I'm Patrick, by the way. I'm a personal trainer, Spartan SGX Level 2 coach, resistance training specialist, all kinds of other certifications. But I wanted to talk about my experience doing the Spartan Virtual Ultra yesterday. And as you can see right now, I'm standing, I'm moving around. I had a great experience. Some pretty interesting things happened along the way, other than seeing some amazing wildlife, and it was really beautiful outside. One of the things that happened yesterday is I had zero chafing in between my legs, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I typically don't chafe, especially when I'm doing anything less than 10, 11 miles. But I mean, I had zero chafing. So I think my skin has become well adapted to that. But also, this sounds like such a simple little tip. I just pulled my spandex up a lot tighter, and tied it up tight so my spandex was actually above my hips. So if I just have my spandex on, I look like an old man with wearing my pants above my belly button. But yeah, so that was part of it, and that was super helpful. Zero blisters on my feet, nothing. The biggest difference I noticed in doing this, well, I'll set up a contrast. I attempted the Vermont Ultra last year and completed the first lap, but we didn't make our time cutoff. I did it with my sister and a good friend of mine, my best friend, Matt Shoemaker. And we didn't make our cutoff time, and the terrain was rugged, wild, lots of mountains. But the biggest thing I noticed is although I was terribly sore the next day, my quads, my hamstrings, my butt, my calves, my ankles were totally fine. What I noticed is doing the virtual challenge is I was on blacktop the whole time with little to no change in the terrain at all, right? There's just some minor hills up and down, one major hill. But I have some old injuries from long ago. I developed ankle or bone spurs in my ankles when I was in college from all the long jumping, triple jumping, and probably lots of other things going on. So I developed bone spurs and really ended up hurting myself in college. That's a story for another day. But I actually noticed some of those old injuries kind of flaring up in my ankles. Now I was still able to complete it, but I was not able to run at the pace I wanted to. Again, got a good night's rest, put some essential oils on, and then today I'm feeling good, injury free. But that was the biggest difference. Having that change in the terrain seems to really help vary the forces being placed on my ankles, knees, hips, etc. Because I had maybe a little bit of soreness in my quads as I'm moving around a little bit, a tiny little bit in my hamstrings, but I mean hardly any soreness today at all. Really, what bugs me the most today is particularly my left ankle, again from those old bone spurs. But it's feeling pretty good considering. Some of the things preparation-wise, I mentioned the skin on my feet. I had zero blisters. Again, I ran in a pair of Zero shoes. I don't have them with me. I meant to have them with me. But they're like moccasins. They're super flexible, very thin sole. I wore those for all 31 miles, and they got the job done. Again, I had zero blisters on my toes, no blisters on my heels, no blisters on the balls of my feet. And really, my ankles even held up. My left ankle held up all the way past 20, I think it was at mile 25 or 26 is when I started really feeling my ankle kick in, and then I primarily started walking with very minimal running. But all in all, it was a great day. The bodyweight exercises went really well. I crushed all of those. I actually ended up adding a few extra exercises in, including pull-ups, which was really helpful. But yeah, it gets me excited about racing again. Who knows if racing will reopen? I hope it does. I've got a free beast race waiting for me. But those are some thoughts on doing my 31 miles and 60 plus obstacles, bodyweight exercises. Comment below if you have any questions. I'd be more than help you to prepare for anything, any of the race distances. I've completed all of them with the exception of I've not done a hurricane heat yet or an Agoji, although I have completed a death race. so I can help you prepare for nearly any distance. I've got not extensive knowledge in all the distances. But yeah, all right, guys, take care, hang in there, and keep working hard. All right, talk to you later. Bye.